Hello and welcome back to Comics and Beyond, or something, whatever we're calling these videos where we talk about the events.
I don't even think
this
I name
week-
them. I just upload them.
Yeah, whatever. This week, Convergence issue number 5. Things actually start to happen.
Woo! I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's
And
a lot better.
And the part 2 of Superman from the first week.
It's freaking precious.
It's amazing. And finally, Secret Wars begins.
Secret
So
Wars.
we're gonna start off.
I told you it was going to be awesome.
So we're going to start off with Convergence issue 5, move into Superman, and then we're going to end with Secret Wars.
Y'all got that back home?
Indeed. So, as many of our viewers may have guessed,
12 people in that
we
one.
skipped a few weeks of Convergence.
Not so much skipped as
They weren't
flat out
important.
didn't do it.
It's because nothing was happening.
Basically, all that happens is they get closer and closer to the center of what's going on. And then they finally reach it in issue 5, and that's it.
Yeah, basically, recap is Thomas Wayne, Batman dies, Telos comes and befriends Dick Grayson.
Nightwing is still, Dick Grayson, whatever, is
Yeah.
still twit.
So then Telos and Dick Grayson go to meet with the other heroes and Demos in a little city underneath the planet. They find out that
Spoiler, he's evil.
Yeah, they find out Demos is a bad guy. Oh my god, what a plot twist!
Hold on. We're gonna explain it too.
Oh yeah.
Are we gonna go explain the whole thing?
Well,
we'll summarize it. I guess,
well, issue
but,
5. I'm still talking about issue 3 and 4.
I guess at the end of 4 you do find out he's evil.
Yeah,
okay.
and then well, basically at the end of the last issue, we left off finding out that Deimos is evil, and his plan is to strike a deal with Brainiac, who is trapped in a T-sphere, which is basically, after 4 issues of Convergence, they're finally tying in with Future's End, because in Future's End, Brainiac comes to take Metropolis, and Mr. Terrific traps him inside of a T-sphere. So
Explain what a T-sphere is.
It's basically all. It's basic. Okay, first off, I hate Mr. Terrific. He's freaking stupid. If any of you out there like Mr. Terrific, fight me. Not really. I'm fragile. Anyways, basically, his powers are that he's smart, not as smart as Batman, and he has these orbs that follow him around, and the orbs fight for him, and they're called T-spheres.
Are they?
And basically,
okay.
Are they T-spheres?
And basically, the Atom, Ray Palmer, he shrinks Brainiac down to the size of like an action figure, and then Mr. Terrific comes and traps Brainiac inside one of the T-spheres. So when Deimos opens up this portal so you can see Brainiac, he's inside the T-sphere, and he's basically like, Deimos,
Release me.
Get me out of here, and I'll do whatever you want. And that's where issue 4 ends. So we're picking up now with issue 5.
In the bottom of the medieval realm of Skartaris.
Skirderus.
Skartaris? Okay, we're just gonna call it Scar.
So what happens
Scar
in
City.
the mighty land of
Okay,
Skirder?
well,
So freaking it starts out with stupid ass Dick
Okay.
Grayson, my name is Dick Grayson from a place they call Earth 2. I was married. I had a son. I was like, really? He's gonna narrate the whole thing again? But yeah, basically it's him narrating.
Oh,
his
he
whole
narrates
life.
it again? Are you
yeah,
serious?
it starts off and I was
Yeah,
like,
a
oh,
part of
Taylor's
it.
gonna love this.
God damn it.
So yeah, anyways, I do that, and then it goes into all of the Earth 2 people are at the bottom of the city, underground, where Brainiac is trapped, and he's like, please release me, Deimos, and turns out he's freaking evil, and for 5 pages, freaking Dick is reading it, narrating, I should say. But yeah, and then what do you have to add, Bruno?
Well, that's basically it. The heroes are standing there just what? Deimos is a bad guy. We couldn't
What's
tell by
going
all the
on?
bones of random animals that he has on his body.
Yeah, and then
He's got fucking skull knees.
yeah,
I
know.
brought that up when we first saw him, and my brother was
You
like,
did.
no, man, maybe it's just because that's the way he dresses. He's a sorcerer, and he was just weird. And I was like, Michael, I swear to God, he's gonna be a bad guy, and you're gonna eat your words.
I told you. No, go back in the video. I told you he was
I
the
was
bad
like,
guy.
Michael, they're literally no. It wasn't even in the video.
No, Michael did say he was gonna be
Yeah,
bad.
no, it wasn't.
Yeah, no.
Of course it wasn't in the video. Of course it wasn't in the
Oh my
video
God.
where there's
I
tangible
texted
proof.
you, and I was like, dude, he has skulls on his knees. He's gonna be a bad guy. And you're like, no, man. I looked it up. He like this sorcerer dude. Maybe it's just because he's a sorcerer. And I was like, fine, but I swear, dude, if he's a bad guy, you're gonna eat your words.
I don't believe any of this. There's no evidence to prove this whatsoever.
So, anyways, Deimos basically does something to Telos and makes him remember that he actually is not a being that Brainiac created from like different planets and whatnot. That he's actually had a past and a history, and he had a family and stuff, and lived on.
Well, he lived.
And,
What? You mean that half-assed
Well, like he
explanation
lived
wasn't real?
on the planet that they're on. Yeah.
No, it is on that one?
Because like
Okay.
Yeah.
he's supposed to be like the greatest warrior of his civilization on that planet, and then Brainiac comes
Yeah.
and Brainiac basically tells him, like, if you work for me, then I will let all your loved ones live. And so basically, like, that's what he does.
All your base
And then
belong to
I
us.
can't remember if if Brainiac specifically uses the word herald, but like this happened, and I was like, seriously, like we're turning Brainiac into Galactus now.
Oh,
Absolutely. Okay, let's
Hey,
be
hold on,
honest.
you
He
guys.
already fucking was. He was already Galactus in Convergence.
If you guys go to page 5, when Telos is like, the blood moon, there are pigs on his fingers.
Oh, that art.
Jesus Christ. The fuck is wrong with DC? Why can't they
It's
make
because-
a good comic
It's
strip?
because the whole page is like a big splash page where like all the panels are like fading into each other, but it doesn't work because Brainiac is because Telos is clutching his head, but his head is fading into another panel where there's
There's little
pigs, so the
piggies.
pigs are on his fingers. So it looks like he's like the blood
So he's
moon,
got-
and the pigs
He's
are
got
like
little
going over his
piggies
head
on
like.
his fingers.
Pigs, pigs, pigs.
Oh my
The
god.
waveform on that, my god.
Oh, and then yeah, so turns out he has a pass, and Telos is like, no, and he's like, my name, who am I? And he's like, it's Telos. Yeah. And then
It is I.
the ragtag
Telos.
bunch of superheroes feel bad for him, and of course Dick, because he got a suit of armor from Telos, is like, we can help him. He's gonna
Is
help
it-
us, and
is
like
it-
trying to be like, you know.
Yeah,
Is that
No,
redhead
wait.
chick still?
we'll get to her.
Oh no, we'll get
Is
to
it
that.
is it
Don't
just
you
me,
worry.
or are
We'll
they
get
trying
to
to make
her.
Dick look more handsome now that he's actually becoming somebody?
I know, like his first he looks so
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, but like
we'll
now
just
he
still
has
look
like
weird.
chiseled features and like really defined like cheekbones and like a nose and everything.
They watched our last update. And shit.
Does he still
Oh, yeah.
narrate like a freaking Shakespeare knockoff though?
Yeah,
God damn it.
and then they're like,
Like a Mark Twain pessimistic bitch.
freaking Dick's like, he can help save all of us, and then it's kind of sad because Warlord and what's her
Yeah,
name?
it's sad.
Oh, Tara.
No,
Yeah,
it's
Terra,
from
like from Teen
the
Titans?
book that Deimos was in, I guess back in the day, whenever that was. I guess in that book, like
Oh my
Warlord
God, I don't
was
care.
the good guy, and Deimos was the bad guy. So Warlord is like coming to stop Deimos.
Huh. Did
Yeah,
Warlord
so-
have live animal skulls on his knees?
Except with a big ass sword.
Yeah,
Oh.
he does. And then
Okay.
Tara, aka
That's called Mjolnir.
Anyways, Tara, Queen of Shambhala.
Oh,
gets
yeah, I saw
stabbed in
that,
the
and
gut and
I
dies.
like
And Warlord's like, Tara,
I like-
Tara, whatever the hell your name is. And,
it. It
Who's
like
the
actually
Queen of
shows her
Shambhala?
get stabbed by the sword.
she's
I was
the
very
Queen
surprised by
of
that.
Shambhala.
Yeah, because
Why?
I don't know, just
Really?
like in the DC books that I've read, like they've never
Look
like
at
they haven't shown something that graphic. Like yeah. Okay, like in the New
Dark
52.
Returns.
Look at
in the New 52.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sandman. Godzilla.
Man, when she's getting stabbed, if her like little loincloth had
Oh
reached
yeah,
into
for
like
some
zero
reason her
gravity, that
loincloth,
would
like
have
half
been
of it is like up in the air, and it's
flying up. Yeah, and it's like, whoo, that's close.
Of course it is.
um,
It's the wind of awesome.
and then after that, it just cuts to everybody with Brainiac, and Brainiac's like, "You'll remove these memories from Deimos, because he wants him to be, you know, his servant again." But Deimos is like, "You have no position to command me."
So then this dude,
And
I
then what
forget
happens?
his name is Expendable Guy number 1 tries to go and fight Deimos, and then Deimos reaches into his chest and pulls his heart out. Who?
Look at his
Deimos' face?
On page 10.
Yeah.
Freaking. Yeah, look at that. One of the things coming towards him.
This
What
whole
the
issue
hell?
was
He's
filled
like,
with. It was filled with a lot of.
He's evil.
interesting
art, and then
like pig fingers.
and then like
Pig fingers.
and then like
Hashtag
with,
pig fingers.
with the
I know,
scene
hashtag
where
pig fingers.
Tara gets stabbed
Oh god.
through her abdomen, you can see like all of it. Like again, right here when Deimos reaches into the guy's chest, you can see his fingers like coming out of the other side of the guy, and then in the next panel he's got the heart like in his hand, and I was like, whoa.
Dude, didn't you know he's the next unlockable Mortal
then
Kombat
Predator?
figure? It goes Jason, and then Deimos, and then whoever the fuck.
And then who's the last one? I
And then
forgot.
Predator.
Yeah, and then Niggers.
And then Chucky.
And then Dick Grayson. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
And then Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
But, like, after he's paralyzed.
So yeah, and then like it continues on with them like, you know, Brainiac now, and then they all start fighting him, and like, or Deimos now, and they all start fighting him and stuff, and
Whoa.
So when did the
Superman.
universe
Well, that's what's happening in the tie-ins. Is that the universes
not
are
yet.
fighting each other.
Kind of barely though. Right now, it's just like they find their opponents, and then it stops.
Shouldn't Convergence be happening?
Because what's happening is
Convergence?
in
No,
the tie-ins,
no, I'm
the
just kidding.
universes are fighting. And then, I'm going to skip ahead here, but as we learn at the end of this, Deimos basically, he usurps Telos, and he shows up in the dome to all the universes, and he's like, you can stop fighting now, but I'm your ruler, and you can all live under me as long as you pledge your allegiance to me. So basically, the heroes... Yeah, so basically...
and I'm guessing the universes were like, fuck that.
Like, the next few issues of Convergence are going to be about the Earth 2 heroes going to the other universes to build a giant team of heroes and maybe villains from all the different universes to go and fight Deimos. Yeah.
That'd be really cool if they're the villains too. You know how much
Okay, I have a
that?
list of... Oh, wait, what were you saying?
Oh no, go ahead.
Okay, I have a list of everyone that they should team up
Okay.
with. Ready?
That's it. Again, it's Plastic
Number 1,
Man.
Elastic Man.
Okay.
Number 2, Elastic Man. Number
Alright.
3, Aquaman, before he got the metal claw.
Alright.
Number 4, Detective
Actually,
Comics Batman.
as it was shown in the tie-ins
I mean,
for,
like,
the
original,
original
like,
DC
the first
universe,
Batman.
like 1930s DC universe, Batman's dead. Alright.
Hawk Girl.
Okay.
And that's it. Actually,
Okay.
no.
Anyways,
forget everyone else.
So then
just Hawk Girl.
Superman, Val-Zod starts fighting Deimos, and this is really cool, because this is the first time that I've seen this done in the new 52.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
where
hey,
they actually
like,
show,
I
hey,
remember you
magic
telling
can
me
hurt
about
Superman.
that. You know, like how does like the
Has
only
a
weakness is
weakness!
kryptonite and magic, and I was like, well, like who the hell even uses magic anymore? And then they were fighting, and I was like, wait, magic, wait, and then yeah, and he was like, it may hurt me, but it won't stop me, and yeah, pushes him away and stuff, and it looks like they're dancing. Yeah.
Alright, I was
And
just
then,
about to say they're doing the tango in the next
Yeah,
scene.
and so basically they just start fighting and stuff, and Warlord pops in with a freaking Triceratops.
And then,
Because why not, right?
Oh yeah, like what is it? It's like
Like a
it's like a
team
really
of ter-
epic
like
scene
Triceratops.
be, yeah, because like isn't like Demos like about to do something? Isn't he like about to kill Superman or something like that? And then no, like something happens. I think like the portal. Yeah. Like the portal that is housing Brainiac explodes, and Demos is like, "What's happening?" And then the next page is a splash page of Warlord just like breaking through a
Yeah.
wall,
And he's like,
just with
Deimos!
like a team of Triceratops.
And
He's
then
like,
Deimos is like,
"Demos!"
Warlord! And then they're
My
running
god,
to
he
each other on the
discovered magic's
beach.
only weakness.
Yeah,
And Triceratops.
Dinosaurs.
a sword.
No one expects the
The
dinosaur
Inquisition.
Inquisition.
And then he's like, you've caused enough damage. And then, like, freaking attacks him. And then, like, doesn't... Deimos just, like, freaking...
Listen here,
Like, turns
Silly.
him into
You've caused
ash,
enough damage.
basically.
You've done enough damage, Silly.
Yeah, Demos like saps his youth from him
Nice.
and turns
Nice.
him into
And then,
dust. It's so
Nice.
sad.
Everything starts to collapse. And so they're all like, oh, we need to get out. And they're like, I don't see Yolanda. Yolanda! And I'm like, oh, who cares? Yo!
Oh yeah, that's her
Yolanda,
name.
where you at?
Yo,
Yeah, and then,
Landa!
like, they're running and they're just like, Yolanda. And then she's in the rubble, like, J-Val. And then guess what? Guess what, Michael? Freaking
She
he's
dies?
Like, no. Freaking Deimos is like, Yolanda, your friends have left you. Take my hand. Guess what she does? Guess what she
Yeah.
does?
She takes
His freaking hand.
Motherfucker.
I swear, I was reading this, and then he's like, "Take my hand," and I was like, "Okay, so she's gonna like slap it out of his." Okay, so she's gonna like slap his hand and be like, "I won't betray my friend." And I turned the freaking thing in my phone, and she takes his hand, and I was like, "You bitch!"
Yeah, and they're like all like, oh no,
What the
Yolanda
hell?
and stuff, and then that's when they get the idea to freaking get the army. And then stupid ass Dick Grayson. Oh my god, he finds a freaking batarang in the rubble. And he's like, I don't know how it got here, but I found a batarang. Maybe.
What do you mean you
tell
don't know
us
how it got
his
here?
life."
It's the ruins of
And then he
fucking Gotham
freaking-
City.
And then he freaking like tears a bat symbol into his chest, which I don't even know how he does that or whatever.
Like into his skin?
No,
Yeah, I was
it's
thinking
not.
about it. I was thinking about it. I think it's supposed to be.
Sorry.
I think it's supposed to be like because his suit is like made up of the goop stuff that Telos controls. Like he like
You
sort of
can
like paints it
decide
into
the
his
cell
chest.
structure through the freaking bat symbol.
I just imagine him using the fucking battering to like carve it out like Russian mob prison style.
Yeah, no, like he runs this whole thing and then like.
Oh no, Michael, he's not that badass.
Just twit the whole time. She's like, my friends will never stop you.
Does she have a superhero name or is she just Yolanda?
Yolanda.
Are you serious?
It's just Yolanda.
It's
That's
Yolanda.
Okay, so I love that. I don't think it was in this book, but it was in a previous issue that they explain why the Earth 2 characters are the main characters.
Because they needed to sell more.
And it's because no, it's really cool. It's because they say that the Earth 2 characters are like because the Earth 2 characters are the new 52 versions of the original Golden Age superheroes from DC, besides obviously Batman and Superman. Well, you know, Superman's there, but he's not Clark. Anyways, because the new Earth 2 heroes are like the reimaginings of the original Golden Age superheroes, that's why they're the main characters in Convergence. It's because they're like the reimaginings of
That's
the
Isn't
cool.
first
any version of
superheroes.
Batman a reimagining of Batman?
Anyways,
Okay.
so then I guess they try to say that Yolanda is the reimagining of
Yeah.
of Wildcat, but I don't know if Jeff King, like the author, read World's End or Earth 2, because Wildcat is a character in World's End. Like Ted Grant, Wildcat is a character in World's End. I don't know if there's a different Wildcat they're talking about, but as far as I know, Ted Grant is the only Wildcat in DC.
I think it might just be a really poor explanation. I don't think there's a reason for it, Junior. I think they just suck.
Okay, so like you know
It
how
took them 5 issues.
okay, and then like basically like
What
you know
happened
he just tells all the planets like what you said, you know, like if you
Yeah.
want to live, you can all live under me and stuff. Okay, I have one last thing to say though.
Uh-huh.
On page 27, I'm guessing that's Supergirl, whatever, right there. What the hell's
Yeah.
going on with her boob right there? Do you see?
I was just about
What
to
the
ask
hell
you
is
the
that?
same
Don't
question.
judge.
She's having like a nip slip from like underneath. What even is that?
What?
What's the point
What
of
page?
that?
Tell me
I just-
exactly what page and panel.
Okay, it's on
I'm
page
kidding. I don't have it
27.
downloaded.
Oh, it doesn't have to freaking
Give me
come.
45
Anyway.
minutes to download.
I don't know,
Hold on.
it's just poor.
Why don't you just screenshot it and send it to him?
Too
Basically,
late. I'm already downloading it.
Yeah, I continue Taylor
Basically-
while I do this.
she's like, oh my god, who's talking? And then, like, you see her freaking hand and her scared face, and then you see her freaking, like, round ass boob in the picture. And then for some reason, on the side, it looks like part of her costume is missing. I think it's just some really crappy highlighting they were trying to do with, like, the light behind her. But it looks like some of her costume just tore off, and her boobs, like,
Yeah.
coming out. And I'm like, why? Did anybody look this over and think, that kind of looks like, her skin. Maybe we shouldn't do... No.
I can guarantee you they looked it over but had the exact opposite reaction.
They're like, ooh, hey, that looks like her skin.
That's exact. These
Yeah,
are
and
comic
then-
book nerds. They don't see women.
But, like, another thing is that, like, I read this issue before I read
Me
Superman.
too. So I got
So-
upset with the end.
So this... Yeah, because, like, it's going through all the different, like, universes and showing, like, Deimos' speech, like, in all the different universes. And then it gets to pre-Flashpoint and it shows Superman and Lois and their baby!
I know.
So it ruins the end of the Superman tie-in if you
Yeah.
haven't read it. Which, like, obviously you know what's gonna happen, but, like, it ruins, like, the surprise,
Yeah.
you know?
That sucked. So that made me mad. I was like, what? No. I was like, no.
Man, that is some very strange shading on
Yeah,
the
so
boob.
it's
I also
Right?
love how somehow,
like, what the?
like, her right boob is continuing the pattern from the opposite side of her left boob. And somehow, yeah.
Oh, in the
like,
Superman symbol?
Wait, what? Hold on. What'd you say?
the angle she's at, it should not be a complete
yeah,
symbol.
yeah. What the heck?
But it is. Here, hold on. I have an artist
and look
friend
at a
here.
freaking, like,
I
pokey
also-
ass
Here,
rib
tell me
cage.
how stupid this is. My friend's
Oh,
an artist.
good.
She's really okay.
A guest
I
appearance.
know.
So that's a Superman symbol. It shouldn't be that complete, right? From that angle.
No,
I didn't think so.
really makes sense.
Nope.
Right?
Yeah.
Guest appearance by Eller.
Thank you. It's okay, guys. She's legit. She has bazingas too.
Bye.
Michael, edit
Okay.
that word to say bazingas. Hold on. Wait, I need an isolated.
is
Yeah,
that
hold
gonna
on.
be
Wait,
your
I need an
thing?
isolated clip.
Because
Bazingas.
Are we really gonna
Damn it,
like?
Taylor.
I'm not gonna let you say it now. So are we really gonna talk about freaking the female anatomy on Convergence?
Hey, man, it's important enough apparently to do badly in Convergence, so we might as well.
I guess I did earlier talking about never mind. I'm not gonna say it. Never mind.
Anyways, just as like one last thing about talking about the story of this issue, I love how in the last panel of this comic, Deimos looks like Tony Stark.
Yeah, right.
Is
You noticed that too?
Yeah.
I was like,
is DC trying to say something?
Iron Man? I know. Basically, Iron Man.
What
is
if
evil.
Deimos is just Iron Man
This is
from
him in
another
his,
universe?
second life. I know. That'd be so. That'd be funny.
he takes off a mask of his skin and it's just an Iron Man helmet underneath.
Then he takes that off, and it's his face.
He takes that off,
exactly the
and it's
same.
Tony Stark.
One of the animal skulls is just like, it's like Jarvis. Starts talking to him.
Yeah. It's like Jarvis, except instead of a respectable British man, it's like one of those like really rude like Cockney British accents.
Oi, what's this place with all shitty heroes, huh?
Okay, I think we should talk about Superman now.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
We could do this
25
that was
for
minutes
a
in.
bit.
Convergence. That was Convergence. As much as we bashed Convergence, like, it was actually a pretty good issue.
Yeah, because like it
shit,
finally
shit actually happened.
Yeah, it's finally introducing like new ideas and like the actual like plot. So yeah.
Whatever you say, guys.
But so, oh gosh, Superman was amazing.
Look at the first page of Superman. Martha looks black.
Martha looks black.
My mama's African American.
All right, let's edit that out.
But
oh yeah, it's so bad.
But it's basically like the beginning of the tie-in. So I guess we don't really have to go into the story of the tie-in because like it's not really that complicated.
Yeah, basically you just find out that the skinny ass Clark like loved Lois in another universe, which we already kind of knew in the other issue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that like he just like she was the only one that actually like cared about him and stuff, and so he takes her to Thomas Wayne to have her baby, and Superman beats the crap out of Shazam and all those people, and goes to Lois, and it's like hella cute.
So, basically that's like all that happens. And then Thomas Wayne tells him that like basically after, because in the Flashpoint universe, wait, hold on, okay, in the Flashpoint universe, basically Bruce dies instead of Thomas and Martha. So when Bruce dies, Thomas becomes Batman and Martha becomes Joker. So basically Thomas tells Superman, like, I can't be a doctor anymore, because I couldn't even save my son. So you're gonna have to do this yourself. Like, I'll coach you through it, but, like, I, like, psychologically can't do it. I'm sorry. So then Clark,
Hold on, can I interrupt you?
uh-huh.
Okay, so, like, was it just me?
Yes.
Or was it just me, or was the whole labor thing like really, really quick?
Well, cause
it was like, well, I know, like they're not gonna like spend like 4 pages on it, but it was like, I'm gonna get you through this, sweetie. And she's like, I know you will, Clark. And then it's like them like waiting, and like he checks her and stuff, and it's like, oh, baby's here, and like I don't know.
well, no, cause like the clock up in the panel says that it takes
I know,
like it takes like 2.5 hours.
That's like that's a pretty quick birth.
It's a super
actually,
baby.
though.
Of course, man. A superhero
exactly.
gets a
He
super
flew
birth.
out. He flew out.
They just get some kryptonite and like put it behind her to like push the baby out.
I like.
Like it's a
No, man. Superman uses super breath. It's like a reverse pressure thing. Don't think about it too
Oh,
much.
God.
Don't think about it too much.
Don't.
Anyways, so let me counter that with a really sweet moment in this comic.
Oh, that's really sweet.
So then,
Aw.
Superman, he goes, "Thank you, Dr. Wayne," and then Thomas tells him, "Did you know Bruce?" And Superman's like, "Very well. He's a good man." And then Thomas said, "I held my son as his life slipped away. Life is the most precious commodity there is. Whatever you have to do to protect that child, do it." And like I read that and I was like,
You did that. You were in the room.
Just cringe.
oh no, I was in my Sardius class.
And he went.
Because we were just writing letters and I was like, Arjun behind me was like, "Dude, you okay?" And I was like, "Oh, the feels."
So many feels, dude.
And then it says 322, Thomas Wayne, 454, Superman and Lois, 507, Lois is in pain, 518, Superman is checking Lois, 518, Superman is happy.
And then they try to figure out what they're gonna name their son.
Superboy.
Oh yeah, this is true.
And Lois.
Rock Rent.
What?
And Lois, she comments that
Bruce
they could
Wayne.
name him. She comments that they could name him Jor, like
Dick Grayson.
like Jor-El, after his father. And Superman says, "I always thought of myself as more human, so they name him Jonathan after his human dad. So he's Jonathan Samuel Kent."
Uh-huh.
That's some bullshit
then-
right there. He could have been the coolest kid with the coolest name.
I just thought that was funny. It's a boy, Superboy. His name is Superboy. Imagine Superman like that.
Megatron. His name's Megatron.
Supergirl.
I'm Superman. You can't tell me no.
Oh yeah.
So then the last page is just like a big splash page of Clark, Lois, and their son, and it's just this.
Here, I'll be Lois. You can be a Clark.
Are we gonna read it? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I should give my best Superman impression.
Yep.
Good luck.
I love her, Lois. That's how Superman sounds to me.
That's beautiful.
You can't tell me no. It's my own mind.
Hold on, wait. We should do a short dialogue. You as Superman and me as Batman.
How should I do Lois?
Superman, what are you doing?
Can you imagine Thomas Wayne's speech a couple panels ago in that voice? Life is the most precious commodity there is. Whatever you do to protect that child, you'll do it. I just met my son. My son died, now I'm sad. My son is Batman, it's kinda cool. But I'm Batman, so it's also cool.
Stop, you guys. Anyways, and for some reason they have like a super baby blanket.
Oh no, they wrap him in his cape.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have it on. Okay, I was like, where'd that come from? Sweetheart, don't worry. I had a Skinny Clark bring the super baby.
I love how you saw that and you're like, where the hell did they get the blanket from? And I saw that and I was like, oh, they wrapped him in the cape.
Taylor's thinking logically about the situation.
Anyways, yeah, and then Lois is just like, forever and always, because she's like freaking dying from birth. And then it says the end, and then I think that should be the end of Convergence. And
But,
it skips forward.
like, one of the people that I follow on Twitter, like, put it best when they tweeted at Dan Jurgens, the guy who wrote the tie-in, and he said, like, thank you, Dan Jurgens, for writing, like, for finally writing a Superman book for the first time since the New 52 started.
Damn. Sick compliment, Burn, bro.
Because, like, it's seriously, like, that is Superman. Like, if they're gonna do changes to characters after Convergence, New 52 Superman needs to be more like pre-Flashpoint Superman.
See, whenever Superman is like with Lois and they actually like have their relationship and stuff, I really like Superman. But when he's like having his weird, stupid thing with like Wonder Woman,
yeah, okay.
and all this
I was
crap,
ranting about this with my brother in one of the Ultimate Updates, which I don't know if we actually posted it because we made like 3 of them and we never posted them. Anyways, but I was ranting about this in that I hate that Superman is with Wonder Woman. He should be with Lois because they're perfect, and this tie-in shows exactly why they're perfect.
I know, it's so stupid.
You ship Clark Kent and Lois Lane so bad.
Dude, they're perfect.
Are they,
Dude.
though?
Yeah, because freaking Wonder Woman's a loser.
That's true.
And
Sorry,
it's
the
like,
3 Wonder Woman
it's
fans
like
out
nicer
there.
that, and it's like nice that like he's not like what does he want? It's like freaking Wonder Woman. She's not like a she's not like a human like a gold digger. She's like a power digger, I guess, because remember with the whole thing with what's his name, Trevor,
like GTA.
that just pissed me off so much. Yeah, exactly. She's like, I'm sorry, you're just not good enough. I like Superman because he's powerful. At least he's like doesn't even care.
Yeah, like that's what
he falls in love with her
that's
in his
what I
human
always
form,
liked
which is
about
nicer.
about Superman being with Lois.
Well, like I shouldn't say
because
human form.
Superman is like a god. Like he is like the most powerful person in the DC universe.
He's a
Except for when he got destroyed by like almost everyone.
He's the most powerful being in the DC universe. And I just
Asterisk.
I love the fact that like oh yeah, besides the all powerful Dick Grayson. Yeah, specifically from Earth.
And Elastic Man. No, you keep saying that. You keep saying that word.
Superman tie-in was awesome. Let's go to Secret Wars before we spend
what's
another
that word?
like half hour talking about all this. Oh gosh, so Secret Wars began, and I think most of us can agree that Secret Wars #1.
Woo!
Secret Wars is better in one issue than Convergence. Convergence has been in 5 issues.
Yeah, absolutely.
So is there-
in
is
that
there
things
a-
happen.
Yeah, shit actually went down.
Well, I don't know if it counts as things happening if they just killed a bunch of characters that we know are going to come back.
You know.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
I didn't really understand what was going on. So like when freaking his family like died, I was like, oh, that sucks.
Secret Wars can be summed up, like,
Dang.
issue 1 of Secret Wars can be summed up, I think, as a bunch of people in spaceships screaming and shooting things.
Oh yeah.
I think the
Rocket
saddest
Raccoon,
part was when the
oh
freaking
my
raccoon
God.
died. No,
That
I'm
was
just
pretty
kidding.
sad. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Rocket Raccoon takes a laser to the chest.
But that's how I know it's not gonna
Oh
stay.
yeah.
That's how I know, like, it's all gonna, like,
Whoa.
go back or something, because,
My favorite part was when they're talking, the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then you just in Groot just said, "I am
But,
Groot."
like,
I'm like, yes.
But that's the thing, like,
Yes!
after Secret Wars, I think some of these characters are gonna stay dead.
Rocket Raccoon's not.
Well,
Like, they
okay,
just made the movie.
obviously the Guardians of the
Marvel's
Galaxy are
not
gonna
that
come
dumb.
back, but I think Steve Rogers and Tony Stark are gonna stay dead. Yeah,
They're
they
dead?
okay, so they
They're
died
not dead.
in the last issue of Avengers, and that's why they're never shown in Secret Wars.
Oh,
Well,
no, they're gonna
Okay,
be in it.
no.
There's,
Like,
like,
they're never
50,000
shown in
universes.
issue 1 of Secret Wars. They're gonna be shown like later on when we get to Battle World. Like, definitely they're gonna be shown there, but after
Mhm.
Secret Wars, I think they're gonna stay dead. Because in Free
Oh,
Comic
I
Book
doubt
Day, they gave out an issue of the all new, all different Avengers, which takes place after Secret Wars, and the Falcon is still Captain America, and there's an Iron Man there, but he looks different. Like, he doesn't look like Iron Man should look. Like, his armor looks different.
Is he Ultimate Iron Man?
No, it just
Or
looks
Superior
completely
Iron
different.
Man?
And he even talks differently
Oh.
than regular Iron Man does. And another thing is that because Iron Man's identity is public, people even when he's in the suit, they don't really call him Iron Man. They still call him Tony. But throughout the whole book, they call him Iron Man. And I think Thor or Vision makes a Steve Rogers comment at Falcon, and he's like, "Hey, that's in bad taste. Like, don't you ever say that again."
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see. Because, wait, why would they release
It's
a comic
just-
that's after?
Because it was a Free Comic Book Day comic, and Free Comic Book Day comics are only 8 pages long. So basically the plot of that comic was Miles Morales Spider-Man, Kamala Khan Miss Marvel, and Sam Alexander Nova, like their first day as Avengers, and they don't catch the bad guy because they instead go to save one guy, and when Falcon and the rest of the Avengers find out, they're like, "You sacrificed the mission to save one person," and they're like, "Yeah, we're sorry," and he's like, "Well, that means that you're ready for the team, like, welcome to the Avengers," and that's where the book ends. Yeah, so basically, like, that's all that it was. It was
Right.
just like a little teaser. But anyway, we're talking about Secret Wars issue number 1.
Oh yeah,
I love Jonathan Hickman's writing. I can't say it enough. He's so awesome. And then, yeah.
yeah.
And then,
was
like, they brought back
It was
my
definitely
favorite
interesting.
artist from New Avengers to do Secret Wars.
Yeah, this was good. This art is
Yeah,
so much
that's
better
the
than
thing.
Convergence.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
thing
the book
with
highlighting
Convergence
and
is that,
the,
as I said before, they
just
got a
everything.
writer who's never written a comic book before, but because he's written, like, some good novels, they think, oh, let's have him write the comic book. You know, instead of hiring Jeff Johns or Scott Snyder. Well, that's because he's freaking Neil Gaiman.
Well, it worked with
okay?
Neil Gaiman.
And then they got an artist who's
That's
like,
true.
but for Secret Wars, they're like, Jonathan Hickman. And then, like, the most amazing art in the world. Everything you love. Do it now. And he did it. He did it.
And then he did it, kinda. He did it.
Oh yeah, so basically,
Thing.
what happens in this book is everybody dies, except for like a handful of people, and
Pretty much.
like basically in this book,
And it's no one you
everybody
care about.
dies, and if you've been reading New Avengers and Avengers, there's payoff for a lot of characters, and like that's basically what happens. one of my favorite parts that I have to bring up is the part where it shows that Kingpin has invited all the villains to watch the heroes die, like, before they themselves die. Dude, I was reading that and I was like, you fucking bastard, Kingpin, like, inviting all these people. And then, like, from behind just...
And then the Punisher shows.
Gentlemen, they say that when you die, you can't take it with you. Which begs the question, exactly what am I gonna do with all these bullets? And I was like, oh, the Punisher's so awesome!
I love how your Punisher voice is exactly the same as your Duke Nukem voice. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum.
Yeah, I thought Secret Wars #1 was awesome. What did you guys think?
I liked it a lot. I think it's so much better than Convergence already. And we haven't even gotten to the actual universe fighting yet. Convergence hasn't either, but, I mean, you know.
Alright, Taylor, I know that you were kind of confused, but, like, after I've cleared some things up, like, what do you think?
It was okay.
A solid okay.
Solid okay for Miss Taylor.
I don't know. I can't really give like a really good rating on it since like I didn't really eat any of the things before it and stuff, and Bruno spent like an hour explaining to me all of
It is kind of
yeah,
it's a hard thing to jump into.
New Adventure, or yeah, and then like I just like freaking fell asleep half the time. You're telling me things, and so yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm sure it was like good to everybody else. I'm not super like informed on everything that's going on.
Yeah, I only knew like some of the new Avengers stuff.
I'm sure as more the more I like read, like I'll probably start enjoying it more once I like understand more. But the first issue, I was like, oh yeah, there's that one.
Yeah.
At least there's no Yolanda.
Another thing is...
You know what, 10 plus.
That was a pretty big payoff, because, like, leading up to Secret Wars, I tried to go and, like, read some of the events that, like, sort of took place, like, in the time that things were leading up to Secret Wars, just so, like, I had a good grasp on all what was going on in case, like, anybody had questions. One of the things that I read was Avengers vs. X-Men, and at the end of that, they destroy the Phoenix Force, so the Phoenix is gone. But then at the end, it's teased that there's an egg that's, like, housing the Phoenix, and it's slowly being, like, reborn. And that's what Cyclops opens at, in the issue.
I'm glad that they brought up that really, really important plot point at the last second where it didn't matter.
Yeah, I love that he's like, I have all this power, I'll stop you all. And then Manifold just, like, teleports him into the ship. And he's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, he just didn't do shit.
Like, guys, seriously?
You could just tell that this was a comic where Marvel was like, fuck it, who cares? Die. Like, they literally just turned to George R. R. Martin for like 5 minutes.
Well, it was literally them being just like, pay off all the really awesome parts and then kill everybody.
But, like, Star-Lord dies for no reason. I was like, what the fuck?
Star-Lord's still alive, I think.
No! What's his name? The Phoenix, like, shoots him with the zappy laser or something.
That's Rocket Raccoon.
What?
No.
Dude,
Rocket
I'm looking at Star-Lord right now.
And then as they're standing there, yeah. And
No,
then,
Rocket
like, he's
Raccoon
hit with, like, a
doesn't
ray
say
beam
die,
or
so
something,
they
and they're like, oh my god, where the fuck is Star-Lord? Because he's dead.
That's
like a smoldering
that's
pile
the beam that
almost.
Manifold uses to teleport people onto the life raft.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound nearly as cool.
But, oh my gosh. It was so sad when the Fantastic Four died.
They died? Oh, yeah.
Not really. No, I'm
so
just
sad.
kidding.
It just kind of happened.
What do you
though.
mean? It took like 3 pages.
Did it, though? It was like, we're exploding. Oh, we exploded.
Yeah, and he was like, we're gonna try to get him, and they're like, and then, what's his name? Black Panther's like, oh, I'm gonna have to keep it open, blah, blah, and then they're like, oh no, they died,
And I don't know what really happened at the end. I'm really confused. All I know is that they were just in white, and then they broke glass.
So this is where my theory comes into play. Okay.
Alright, yes, let's hear this. Let's end on this magnificent... to
Okay.
me that you had.
So the last few pages, it shows the life raft, which, okay, so this book was riddled with Easter eggs and callbacks to the original Secret Wars. Because in that, like, the Beyonder, you know, like the dude who dresses up in white and has really curly hair. Like, the Beyonder, he showed up, and he got heroes and villains, and brought them to this planet, and he was like, fight, and the team that wins gets whatever they want. Like, I'll give you whatever you want. But when he takes them from Earth, he doesn't put them on the planet immediately. He puts them onto a ship, and the ship takes them to the planet. And the ship that they get teleported onto looks exactly like the life raft. So they're in between the incursion zones. So basically their plan is to try to survive the incursion by, like, getting out of that zone. You know what I mean? So then the incursion happens, and it all goes white, and then it's this narration by Reed Richards. And it's like 2 panels of white, and it's something like, I believed in tomorrow. I hid that belief deep in my heart, a stronghold against a world that devours hope. And then it's this white, like, outlined close-up of Doom's eyes. And then it says, but now the walls have fallen. I have been overrun. And then it's like him being like, now I believe in nothing, like all my hope's gone. But here's an interesting thing. In the original Secret Wars, Doctor Doom, as soon as Secret Wars started, his plan was to steal the Beyonder's power. And he does it. And what happens when he does it is that he gets enveloped in white. So I'm thinking that when he, the Molecule Man, and Doctor Strange went to fight the Beyonders at the end of New Avengers, like, he took the Beyonders' power. But, like, not just the Beyonders' power, like, all of them.
Oh, no.
And the reason why it shows him there, and then white, and then the black, and then the ship crashing onto something, is because I think that Doom, as soon as he gets the power, realizes that the multiverse is about to collapse, and then uses his power to forge Battleworld.
Oh. You know what? That might be it. You heard it here first.
You heard it first.
Yeah. Shut, I can't. You know what I said.
Subtitle.
Put a subtitle up.
I don't. What'd you say?
I wasn't listening.
What?
But, yes, that's what I think is going to happen.
I think, I don't know, man. I'm confused.
Basically,
No, I wasn't listening.
I said that I think Doctor Doom took the power of the Beyonders and used that power to forge Battleworld, which is where Secret Wars is going to take place on.
Okay.
Well,
Alright,
we'll wrap up
we're
right
like
now,
at
but,
48
like,
minutes.
that's my prediction as to what is going to be revealed in issue 2. Because
So if he's right, you owe him $1 million.
from what I understand about issue 2, I think issue 2 is supposed to be like triple the length of a regular issue.
No.
Because issue 2 is gonna have it's gonna explain like how Battleworld got forged, I think. It's gonna explain the different universes in Battleworld. And then up until now, there are still 3 places in Battleworld that we have no idea what they are. Like, they're just categorized as classified in the Marvel website. So issue 2 is going to explain what those 3 classified sections are. And then issue 2 is also going to lay the groundwork for the plot, like what's going to happen going forward in the rest of Secret Wars. What?
I think I might know what the 3 of them are.
Okay.
Communist Russia.
Okay.
Celestia. And finally, Monstrous.
I'm actually really hoping. I'm probably wrong, but I'm hoping that one of the classified sections turns out to be the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah, the DC Cinematic Universe.
I'm voting for DC.
Or one of them could be the Amalgam Universe. That'd be pretty cool. The Amalgam Universe was created during a DC Marvel crossover back in the 1980s, and it was basically a universe where like DC's most popular heroes like fused with Marvel's most popular heroes. So Batman and Wolverine fused together to create Dark Claw, and Superman and Captain America fused together to create Super Soldier. Right?
Right on. Original.
All right. So like that's it. We'll wrap up. That's it for this week. I'm not gonna go anymore.
That's it for Secret Wars
And Superman.
Convergence.
Join us next week
And Superman.
for issue 2 of
Superman.
Secret Wars and
Which is
more
part of
Convergence and
And
tie-ins and everything.
And
Boy.
it will be fun. Believe me.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Quickest sign off ever. Bye.